Welcome to Monthly Miracle RX, or Monthly Miracle Prescriptions. And today's topic is going to be preparing for abundance. Actually, this is the last month of the year of 2018. And I want to talk to you about the significance of, first of all, 2018. Based on numerology, 2018 equals to number 11. 11 is a master number. What does it mean? It's a year of enlightenment. But everything that is happening or has happened to you in this year probably happened so fast. So the way that you entered this year, beginning of the year, and now we're in the last month, you're probably wondering, wow, where did the time go? And also, I feel like I'm a different human being today versus January of 2018. So just kind of give yourself an overview and realization of how much you grew this year, how quickly things have shifted in your life. Now, we're entering this new moon started today. It's such an exciting time period and also a very, very powerful moment. Every month we have an opportunity on the new moon to set a powerful intention. And from that intention, create and manifest anything that our hearts desires. Okay, so why is this particular moon so important? Okay, so this new moon is in the sign of Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is actually an archer. So if you think of an archer shooting a bow and arrow to the stars, so I want you to kind of get into this visualization that you are getting ready to shoot for the stars. And Sagittarius is a fire sign. So it's really about abundance and limitless opportunities that are here for all of us. So Sagittarius is ruled by the largest planet in the solar system, Jupiter. And Jupiter actually represents everything huge. So living your life at large, setting big dreams. So it's actually really aligned to the moon, Sagittarius, the sun are all right now, today, in the sun sign of Sagittarius and in Jupiter. It's an excellent, excellent opportunity for all of us today to set a really powerful intention, and in the next 2 weeks, build onto it, because the full moon is going to be December 22nd. This is the peak. And it's also setting us for an incredibly powerful next year. And next year, actually, if you're going to think of next year, this particular month or this particular new moon has a significance for next year. It's going to be a very similar energy of 2019. It's, of course, very different than 2018 has been, which has been a year of intensity. A lot of you probably have gone through major expansion, major growth, major shifts. And I want you to take a moment and acknowledge that within yourself. I can tell you, for example, for me, where I started this year has been a major shift. My book is out, came out yesterday. I'm in the process of launching an online course. So there's shifts in my work that I'm doing. Of course, doing something like this, I would have never thought of doing these webinars before. So it's been about really stepping in and being courageous into your own path, whatever it is you're meant to do. And I'm sure every one of you has gone through some kind of major growth in 2018. So Mercury retrograde is over, which is great. But what I love about Mercury retrograde, a lot of people think, oh, this is a horrible, couple of weeks in my life. Actually, it's a perfect opportunity to slow down and go within. The planet Mercury is asking each and every one of us to look within. Are we truly in alignment with our heart's desires? Are we listening to our soul, right? And are we on a path of kind of our soul's journey of who we are, uncovering and discovering who we are? The Mercury retrogrades are a perfect opportunity Now, yesterday that ended, and today's the new moon, and today's all about abundance, setting intention for abundance. I want you to kind of ease into it. We're going to take the journey together today. Now, 2019, so we're ending the year 2018, which was a master number 11. 2019 is numerologically number 3. It's all about your personal happiness, exploring your creativity, and really setting your soul on fire, living your life with absolute certainty, being fueled by this fire element that we're entering in right now, the Sagittarius. Now, 2019 is in a Chinese zodiac, is the year of the pig. And some of you might think, oh my God, it's a sign of laziness. Absolutely not. Pigs are intelligent, loyal, playful, okay? So it is actually allowing us, or this 2019 is going to support us to shift to light-hearted enjoyment. And again, abundance. It's the year of abundance. So again, holidays are approaching, and a lot of us are coming into these festive feelings and emotions. I want you to start connecting to that and realizing that actually the magic of the holidays is already happening, and this magic is always happening, and it's existing within you. So what we're doing is we're going to set intentions for you to connect to your own magic today. Now, we're going to talk about how to alchemize abundance, giving yourself the gift of presence. And then I'll guide you through a meditation. So my meditations are usually channeled. I never know what's going to come through. So depending on all of us here that have joined me today, it's going to come through in a beautiful way that is meant to come through. And I would like to, before we begin, also there's going to be a very special gift at the end. So make sure that you stay for that, because there's going to be a link for you that will help you kind of walk through the steps of what we talk about to help you, support you in preparing for abundance in your life, or receiving abundance in your life. But before we begin, I want to do something very different. And some of you actually might be thinking, she works in medicine, but she's talking about planets and zodiac signs. And what I wanted to say is, over the years, there's definitely been a stigma of what I felt I should and should not share. And I realized, we're living in a connected universe, or universes, galaxies. So we cannot be separate from not only our existence here, but from our existence and influence all around us. So I felt, even though I'm not an astrologer, but I always feel that planets have influences and cycles in our lives. And it's just there for you to explore, like it is for me. And I'm just sharing those things with you. So I hope you enjoy it. But before we begin, I am deeply connected to archangels and archangel realm. And I thought, you know what? I want to do something special for us as a group. So before we begin, first of all, I want all of us to kind of go in our hearts and really connect to our love. And let's connect to all of us as a group. And imagine we're stretching our hands out and we're holding hands together. Wherever you are in the world, whatever it is that you're doing, know that you are not alone. And let's expand and radiate this beautiful love from our hearts to each other, to this beautiful planet Earth that we live on. Let's send gratitude to our planet and to all humanity, the animal kingdom, crystal kingdom, and now I'm going to connect to all of you. And I would like to actually pull an oracle card. This is just a card of a message for us as a group. I want to begin it this way. So stay in your hearts. I'm going to pull a card for all of us. Okay. So the card that came up, I'm going to read it to you. Okay? It says 9 of Michael. This is a message from Archangel Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry. Your angel. This is actually perfect because we're going to talk about, look at this. This particular slide says release fear-based attachment. This is absolutely great message for all of us. We can come back to it and I can read more about it at the very end for those of you that are. Again, today's big message is to let go of any fear-based attachment. Okay, so let's begin. Alchemizing abundance. What is alchemy, right? To me, alchemy is the science of spiritual transformation. It's where we use our intention to create and alchemize whatever it is we truly connect with and through our hearts. So today, it's connecting through our intention to create abundance in our life. So I wanted to read to you a great quote from The Alchemist. Tell your heart that the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself, and that no heart has ever suffered when it goes in search of its dreams, because every second of the search is a second's encounter with God and with eternity. So I'm sure on this journey, in this particular year, every year, we all go through these powerful transformations, expansions, and it's really about acknowledging the journey that you have been on up until this point. So I would like for you to begin looking, and perhaps you can draw an arrow, right? Here, between fear and love. And examine, this is a perfect opportunity, new moon is a perfect opportunity to look at where you are in every aspect of your life. I want you to examine your job, your relationships, friends, habits, or any other aspect of your life. Focus on how you feel when you think about them, and place them on the spectrum of fear or love. Now, some of you I think might be unmuted, so I just want to make sure that you mute the sound. Okay, so again, go into every single area of your life and go into your heart and see how they make you feel. Okay? And ask yourself, can you move or remove the fear-based items? So I'm also talking about relationships. And I can share a couple of things that happened in my personal life because I think it's significant. So not only have we gone through Mercury retrograde, we also have gone through a big Venus retrograde. Venus retrograde, I didn't truly understand it until recently. It's been a very powerful retrograde. Venus is a planet of love. And there were a couple of relationships that I've had in my life for many, many years. And they kind of came up for me for an evaluation. And I realized that not every relationship serves your highest purpose. So it can be very difficult, but sometimes it's necessary to let go of people in our life that are not supporting or vibrating at the same frequency as you are, which is love. If you have people in your life that are bringing you down, that are jealous, that are not supportive, that are gossipy, pay attention to that. Those are very, very important signs. And perhaps you outgrew each other. Perhaps you're in a job that is unfulfilling. And last time at our webinar, I talked about my journey of how I decided to make a major switch into what I'm doing at the moment. I went from being a pharmacist at a major retail pharmacy and about 11 years ago, and courageously following my heart, and which is my love, in doing what I do today. And none of it would be possible if I stayed in fear mode. Did I have some hiccups on the road? Yes. But I still stayed on the path. So I just want you to kind of look at this particular slide and look at your life and realize where on the scale of love and fear do you place all those aspects of your life. Are you truly, honestly resonating in love, or are you living in fear? Okay. Step 2. We talked about possibly releasing, right? Releasing those fear-based and removing them out of your life. Steps. Now, managing your mindset. Mindset is crucial. Why? 65% of our thoughts, as I mentioned before, are negative. And this has been researched by scientists. So becoming aware of your thoughts, very, very important. And being able to shift out of the negative into neutrality, and then later on into positive. It takes time and commitment. The things don't happen overnight. Now, what also is important, it's not so much always about doing, but we are in a time period right now of receiving. It's just as important to receive as it is to do, not more. So when you're constantly doing, overachieving, right? You are actually a lot of times blocking it because you're not giving yourself enough time to slow down and to go within. Now, it's important to reprogram your habits and your beliefs away from what we just said, needing to feel, towards the need to feel whole, fulfilled, and loved. And I want you to perhaps connect to that meaning for yourself. What does it mean for you to be fulfilled and to feel loved? And that is truly the true abundance. You know, a lot of times people that come to my practice have financial abundance, but there's so many other layers of who they are that are unfulfilled. And the one thing that I want to mention is true abundance comes from feeling joy every single day of your life, from knowing that you are living your truth, and you're aligning with your heart's desire. And that truly will bring you what you're seeking, the true abundance that you're seeking. Meet uncertainty with courage. So I talked about being courageous. And know that the way to your inner peace is paved with patience. It takes time. You know, in the very beginning of me being on this journey and doing the work that I do at the moment, I was very impatient. I wanted to get things done fast. I couldn't understand why I had to wait. And I can tell you that looking at everything back now and realizing the book that came out that I wrote actually would not have been able to happen until all of the journeys that I had to walk through myself, because it's the collection. I had to collect all of this information to share with all of you and to share with the world. And I wouldn't be able to do it if I didn't take the steps. So also acknowledge that patience is the key in creating abundance in your life. When you make a connection to your divine path, a priority, that means to your heart's desire, abundance will come as easily as breathing. Now, this is a very important step. Believing that miracles can happen to you. I want to talk about miracles. My whole life, I've believed that I live in a magical world. And I grew up in a place that majority of people wouldn't think is magical. I grew up in the former Soviet Union, very cold reality. But I grew up in a magical world in a way that I was raised by a lot of love with my mom and dad. We didn't have much. We also were refugees who were coming to the United States. So I knew what it's like to be. We were in absolute poverty. We were homeless for a few months. But what made us all get through things a lot easier was love and the magic that we all believed in. And that magic actually resides within each and every one of you. So when you can connect to the deepest level of who you are, that's where you will find the magic. So we're approaching the season of giving, right? The season of Christmas and Hanukkah is happening at the moment. So I want you, just as much as all of you love to give, I want you to open yourself to receiving, because you deserve it. Also recognize that you can manifest abundant health, abundant love, and abundant wealth. And of course, patience is the key, and love is your guiding light. Actively improve your capacity to believe in miracles. You know, we have magic that is around us every day. There's messages that come through on so many different levels. Whether it's through numbers that pop into our life, 11, 11, 22, 22, whatever it is, 8, 18, 7, 17 for some people, right? For others, it could be feathers. Receives beautiful feathers, angel feathers, on a weekly basis sometimes. I want you to recognize those miracles and those magic, because it's through those moments also be able to stop and acknowledge and receive it as a gift. Because once you receive it, you actually can look it up and see, what is the message for me? What is the universe trying to tell me? And it's through these messages that you will get to know yourself even more. So let's connect to a very powerful mantra. And I believe this mantra is needed in our lives in order to receive. So let's say this in our minds every time. And later on, I'll post it on social media as well, and I'll send it out at the I'm worthy of the best that love and life have. I'm worthy of the best that love and life have to offer. And one more time, say it correctly in your mind. And really connect. And radiating through your entire being. And recognize that you have an infinite ability to dream, create, and receive abundance. Okay, so giving yourself the gift of presence. So imagine if you're so busy in your life that you don't stop to see the miracles and the messages that you receive. Now, there is a key to receiving it, and the key is to be present, to acknowledge it, and to be aware of it. First, I'll read you another quote by Paulo Coelho from The Alchemist. I don't live in either my past or my future. I am interested only in the present. If you can concentrate always on the present, you'll be a happy man. Life will be a party for you, a grand festival, because life is the moment we're living now. Claim your purpose to be present now. That is your purpose, actually, in life. Many people seek, what is my purpose? It is to be present and be in your love, in your heart. And also know you're fully supported by the entire universe to enjoy presence. Living in a distracted state is a really difficult habit to break, but you can do it. If you're going to give yourself a gift, let this presence of being in the moment be the biggest gift you give to yourself. Okay, so how can we do this, right? So first you have to make a commitment. And that commitment is you're going to be present and create a shift in your life. Of course, it takes baby steps. A lot of times people want instantaneous results, right? So think about this. Could you become a doctor or an engineer without going to university? Could you be operating, doing open heart surgeries on patients? you've never gone to medical school and you've never had the experience. No. It's the same way that people are seeking spiritual enlightenment, I would say, right? Our spiritual journey is actually the journey of being in the now, enjoying every single day, every moment, and recognizing that it is your biggest gift. And a miracle is that. Unplugging. So one of the most difficult things to do in our busy lives is to unplug, not only from the noises that we have, right? Noises of us, our minds constantly chattering to us, but also noises of social media, computer, phone. So perhaps you can create digital detox. And it could be very simple. Perhaps you're having a dinner with your family, or you're going out to a restaurant and it's about putting your phones away. You know, one of the things that I've noticed that are happening, not just in the United States, it's all over the world that I travel. The new dating scene, I don't know if some of you are noticing, couples sitting at the table, none of them are looking at each other, none of them are talking, they're texting. So this is, even though we're so connected, we have the ability to connect to each other all across the world, we're becoming more and more disconnected. So again, being present in the moment is crucial. And then, of course, recognizing the benefits, taking out, and how your relationship, your mood, productivity, and other things in your life shift, and how you become more present when you disconnect, you truly connect. Simply taking time to check in with how you're feeling physically, emotionally, and spiritually throughout the day can help you feel more present. And one question I want you to ask yourself and check in with yourself. I want you to ask yourself a question every morning. How am I doing? You know, so many of us are asking everybody else, how are you? But the most important question we forget to ask ourselves is, how am I? So that should be your check-in with yourself. Now, I would like to guide you through a meditation. And the meditation is going to be an abundance. Let's, before we begin, first of all, I want you to visualize what it is in your life that you want to bring abundance in. What aspect of your life? Perhaps it's every aspect, every area, and why not? Right? You want abundant health, love, finances, everything. So let's kind of set an intention. But before we begin, again, let's sit in a comfortable position. And close your eyes. I want you to relax your facial muscles, your neck, your shoulders. And sort of, if you're sitting down in a chair, or if you're laying down, as long as you're not driving, I want you to begin to melt into your chair, or into bed, or wherever you're laying down, perhaps your sofa. And first, let's shower. Imagine a beautiful crystalline white light shower coming from above you and bathing your entire being from head to toe, outside and inside. You can ask your angels and your guides to step forward to be there supporting you and guiding you. Let's first go into our hearts. And let's just focus on our breath. Slow down the breathing. I want you to visualize a beautiful indigo blue light. We're using indigo blue to inhale because it's bringing calm and peace in. And we're going to exhale through the solar plexus and let go of any fear, negativity, attachments that are not serving us. Beautiful. Inhale again, indigo blue. And exhale the yellow through your solar plexus. Letting go of all that is not here for your highest good. One more time. Inhale, indigo blue. And exhale. I also want you to visualize that you're connected to this planet Earth. So visualize your feet becoming a root system, like a beautiful tree, growing into the center of the earth. It's there supporting you, stabilizing you, and holding a beautiful space for you. You're connected to heaven and earth. And anything that is there for you today to receive, let it be in the highest good for you. Now, I want you to take your hand, you can imagine taking your hand, and reaching and putting it over your heart center. Imagine inside there is a beautiful door. I want you to open that door. And inside, there's a magnificent key waiting for you. This key, sparkling, magical key that only you have. I want you to take that key. It is yours. It holds every dream, desire, and magic. I want you to take that key and use it. We're going to walk through a hallway. As we're walking down the hallway, there's many doors. There's only one door that belongs to you. I want you to use your magical key to open that door. You walk in and you lock the door behind you. This is your sacred space. It's your sacred space in which miracles will be happening. I want you to take a look around. See, get yourself familiar with your surroundings. This is your sacred space, in abundance. Look to see if there's perhaps crystals, plants, animals, whatever it is for you. There's furniture, what it looks like. Perhaps it's a smell, a beautiful aroma, fragrance that is inviting. Perhaps flowers. Whatever that space is, it is your magical space to get to it. Wow. Now, as you walk into the room further down, there's a giant screen on the wall. I want you to walk up to the screen. And there's two knobs. I want you to take the right knob and turn it. And perhaps at the moment it's black and white. I want you to turn it up all the way until you find your channel. And remember, you are in a sacred space that is only for you. So no one can be there and disrupt you. This is a space from which you will create and manifest magic in your life. So turn this channel, turn this knob, and now you're seeing what is becoming clear. Perfect. Now, I want you to look on the screen and see if you see yourself, or if you see your life, how you would like for it to be. Perhaps you're seeking abundance in your health. Perhaps it's your love life that you would love to do. Perhaps it's your career. Whatever it is, I want you to turn on that knob again. And we're going to focus on what that feels like. And stop it only when you feel that's exactly the place where you want your life to be. So keep turning it. And keep connecting through your heart, because that is what's guiding you, right? You're connecting through your feeling. How does this look for you? Keep turning it. There, it's right there. Perfect. Now turn the knob down just a bit and focus. And look. What do you see? Now, turn the knob again, because I want you to punch it up with all the beautiful colors of the rainbow. Make it as vivid as you want it to be. Bring all the colors in, just right for you. Beautiful. Now feel. Do you like what you see? Now, turn the knob again. I want you to smell it. I want you to know what it smells like. What is your abundance and magic smells like? Turn the knob. And stop it exactly at the point of how it's supposed to smell for you. Now I want you to look at all the colors that you've brought in, the fragrance, the aroma. Perhaps you can see people in there. I want you to bathe in that feeling. I want you to bathe in this feeling and radiate through your heart center out into your entire body, through your entire body, into every cell of your being. We're going to seal it on a cellular memory. Now, I want you to know that the secret place always exists. That you are the one that holds the key. Now, remember what that felt like. I want you to turn the screen off. And perhaps you have a beautiful chair in your sacred space. Maybe it's a carpet, maybe it's a sofa. Whatever it is, I'd like for you to sit and put your hands in your heart center. And breathe and seal all these beautiful feelings that you've experienced that exist within you. And radiate throughout your entire being. Now, you're going to take out this magical key and put it do it. Love you do it. Now you can open your eyes and be here in the moment. Very beautiful. Also know that you can be as creative as you desire, because this sacred moment that we just created exists for you every day. It's very important that you take the time to create it, because the true alchemy comes from an intention. And we manifested alchemize and manifested into this physical reality. Beautiful. So, my gift to you today. So I just want you to write down the email address that's posted above. Let me ask Hope a question at the beginning. Hope, do people need to write this down, or will this be sent out in an email?
It'll be sent out later today in their emails.
Okay, so there's going to be a 3-page worksheet that's going to support you in what happened today. Okay, now you can explore my blog if you're interested in some of the things that we're talking about. Of course, find me on social media. Use hashtags Wholistic Abundance to share your journey with me. I really would love to hear from you. This is very important. And now I want to share something else with you. So I've talked a little bit about my book. You know, my book has been a collection of over 20 years of my work in the field of integrative, functional, regenerative energy medicine. It took many, many years of exploration and working with this book to come up with this book, and the information in the simplest way, digestible way that I could present. Because I truly feel, that the healer that people are seeking for are ourselves. Sometimes people want to call me a healer, and I would say, I'm not a healer. I'm not your healer or anyone else's healer. The true healer is you. And what I do is really help bring this information to you and help illuminate perhaps some areas in your life and remind you of the beauty and the divinity that you really are. So in this book, I actually created self-tests because I feel it's very important to connect your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual self. You cannot do work just on one or the other. All of it, the holistic approach is about the entire being, and you are a complete being. So there's self-tests that I guide you through on how to figure out if you have food sensitivities, what foods you should stay away from, how to support your adrenals, your gut, liver detox, how to eliminate toxic relationships out of your life, how to find out which emotions are blocked in. So there's also tests that you can do by reading the book. And then at the end, I go into the alchemy, soul alchemy, where we dive into aromatics, crystals, and sacred geometry. So all of those gifts are there for you. Right now, the book is available in Kindle. You can download it from Amazon. And if you do, I ask that you leave your reviews after you read the book. That is going to help support and also for a lot of other people to know what information is in there. My hardcover is coming up in January, and I would be honored for those of you that are close, if you could come to my book signing. I would love to see you. And also, I realize that this book carries holistic information. I'm launching next year, 2019, an online course. It's going to be a 4-week online with great details. We'll have daily practices, daily tools. I want you to know you're not alone. And my goal is to awaken your power. Now, something happened today that I wanted to share that was such a gift. Because I do believe in miracles, I do believe in magic. I want you to believe in it as well. So, before my book went into print, which is being printed in full color, this is the illustration of the book, there were certain people that have inspired me in my journey, and I'm still on this journey of discovering who I am. But one instrumental person in my life, there's actually been a couple, has been Dr. Wholistic. And Hope knows this because over the years I've taught workshops and seminars, and she's the one that's been designing my PowerPoint slides. And Dr. Bruce Lipton, for those of you that don't know, he is a pioneer in the field of epigenetics. Epigenetics is a science that talks about how genes are just the blueprint. It's the environment that influences the outcome, whether or not we get it. What is the environment? The environment is our thoughts and beliefs. I asked to see if he would be able to review my book or endorse my book. And just before doing this webinar, I received an email. If you endorse my book, I'll be sharing it on social media as well. For me, it's such an honor. And again, a confirmation that I do believe in miracles, because he has been one of the most inspirational human beings for me. And also those of you that are going to read my book, the foreword of my book is written by Harmony. He is another incredible human being who has founded the Resonance Academy. And for those of you that are interested in his work, there's a movie on Amazon that was made about his work, and it's called The Connected Universe. And for those of you that are interested in learning more about how we're all connected, that would be a great film to watch. It's a documentary that is made about his work, and I find that it's instrumental in where we're moving forward. It's instrumental that we will stay heart-centered, heart-connected, and beam our beautiful lights, get to know ourselves, heal ourselves, and be able to share this light with others. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And Hope is going to post a poll that I would be honored for all of you to take, because it's very important for me to know what topics would you like for me to cover. If you find this information helpful, so take a few minutes, and if it's something that you would share with your friends, and if you do, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. So we're going to leave it up for a couple of minutes, so please take a poll. It should be on the screen at the moment. And again, would you recommend this webinar to your friends and family? How would you rate this content? What topic would you like covered next month? And again, happy holidays, and enjoy your family, your friends, and also know that your soul family around the world. I wish you a lot of love, abundance in your life, and I'll be seeing you in 2019. Thank you.